How are some men able to pull women so quickly? I really never understood how some men could just so easily pull a bunch of women in such a short amount of time in knowing them. Like my job has only been open for probably about 6 months. I blink and next thing you know everybody is. Now, not saying I'm looking to where I eat, or that I'm looking for. I'm just saying, I've always been so thrown off how easily some guys are able to pull women so easily. These same women walk past me and won't even say hi if I say good morning or something. I notice this in like literally every social environment I've been in. It's like everyone got a flyer to the festival but me. Then of course people are going to say maybe it's the way I dress or act or whatever, but a lot of these guys don't have a lot of going on for them. Some of these dudes don't look all that, getting dropped off at work, or are known for just being a player or whatever. How exactly does some guys do it, even when it looks like they don't have going on with themselves?
A lot of people have good points here, but another thing I observed with a couple friends of mine that always seem to do well with women is they seem to give zero a if they got shot down. They would talk to anyone, and if a girl wasn't interested, they moved straight on to the next without even blinking. I would be so terrified of making myself look an that a lot of the time I wouldn't even don't know if this necessarily right or wrong, but it definitely seemed to work for them.
Get confidence, this thread in a nutshell.
You'd be absolutely astounded by how far raw confidence can get you.
Be good looking, be confident, be funny. You only need to be 2 of these to be attractive to the majority of women. If you're all 3, you don't even have to try really. You can be a complete and they will still want you.
It starts by talking to women.
Some guys just have it. Some don't. That's just the way it is. I'm not just talking about looks either. I know a lot of guys genuinely not bad looking, but they're just socially challenged. Of course looks do play a massive part, but it's far from everything.
Some people are more attractive than others.
Charisma and a symmetrical face.
Confident, in shape, handsome, attractive lifestyle, genuine personality. Very experienced in dating, conversing with women. But let's be all the way honest. You can still be good looking with some charm and confidence to pull women on a base level. Women won't admit it, but us guys know someone or have known someone that a girl dated, banged, and he was literally an attractive bum.
Confidence, knowledge, experience. Every success makes you better at it.
If you are asking this question, you need social skills and have determination. Number 1. Get comfortable talking to anyone, not just women. Talk to people until you never appear awkward, shy or creepy. Ask questions, make follow-ups to conversations. Overall, you need to be pleasant to be 2. When you see a woman you like, talk to her with intention of letting her know fairly quickly that you are interested. If you wait too long, you'll get friend-zoned. Even if you're undecisive, do not show the indecisiveness in front of her. Be yourself, do not try to be extremely nice and accommodating or it will be off-putting. And when you do ask her out, do it with a plan, date, time and place.
Obviously a ton of factors impact this, but a commonly overlooked one I see, a lot of people who are introspective enough to, for example, go on Reddit and ask a question like this, are engaged in a lot of self-monitoring. You are highly aware of your own physical and emotional state, or at least think you are. This is probably attributable to being somewhere on the higher versus lower side of the anxiety at a young age. You have been monitoring your own behavior and subconsciously, and consciously, regulating it based on your expectations for how this behavior will cause other people to common, often incorrect, belief is that there's something shameful about desire, or expressing any desire at all. If you're an intense people with flyers to fest, aren't necessarily different because of what they're doing, it's what they're not doing. They're not monitoring their behavior for subtle signs of desire or interest, and hiding. May have experienced this phenomenon in your life, but if you're not repulsed by someone, there's nothing more attractive than someone who is clearly into you. It's a confidence boost, a safe bet, and if these people around you are confident enough to give the subtle, and not so subtle, signs of attraction to one another. Sexy thoughts lead to sexy behavior, and sexy behavior leads to my 2 cents.
Talk to the girls and make them laugh, throw a bit of flirt in there. Have the balls to make the move when the time is right.
Remember the 2, be attractive too. Don't be unattractive, it's as easy as that.
You won't ever catch a fish if you never go to the astounds me, not saying you, is that many men don't even try or put in effort. They think is gonna fall into there just some effort and confidence, the world will be open sesame for you. You can't win 'em all, so don't expect it, but if you never play, you will never win either. Give yourself a chance.
In my prime, I was an easy 7, and only 5 feet 7 lol, and my raw confidence back then did me many favors. That's all it is. Be likable, carry yourself well, reap rewards.
Be tall and attractive.
First of women. Fucks sake. Get that out of your vocabulary. If you talk that way, you will think that way. And that will cause unconscious body language cues. You have to be completely disinterested in the results. Not uninterested, like bored. Disinterested, like a judge. You are putting each other on trial, and the verdict could fall in any direction at all. And be okay with that. When you're just talking to someone, with no agenda other than learning about them, that also sends unconscious body language cues, but good ones this time. It's a numbers game. If you're talking to 100 women a day and get a 1% success rate, that's still pretty good. And some guy will say guy is getting a woman a day, not realizing a 99% failure rate. And you get to meet some cool people. YMMV.
This is massive. IMO guys who don't let their ego take over when they're shot down are very attractive. Most women are scared of how men will react when they have to decline in advance. If you show you're not a threat and, in fact, a decent human being, that will bring you to the next level. There are guys who will still shoot with you, even if you've shot him down. Guys who still treat you like a living, breathing person rather than just a potential fool. That person might even have another shot down the line if they're genuine about. I must emphasize, you must be genuine about it. People can tell the difference.
Not caring gives conversations the ability to grow. When you set expectations to interactions, you'll be disappointed. Just exist. Be someone to talk to.
They aren't wrong. It's just an extremely simplified thing. All the non-traumatized neurotypical people just inherently understand the implications of the word confident, and they assume you do too. Very few are self-aware and well-spoken enough to actually explain those implications. Like Op is going to need a couple of literal books or some absolutely impeccable Reddit comments to understand the implications of that sentence. Saying that as someone like Op who read the books, read the comments, and applied the advice to great success.
I have rode a pure confidence high into flirting with every woman within 100 miles radius with at least 30% success rate. Absolutely the right answer you got there. It helps if you have things you're confident about though.
I was at a concert once, and this dude was just dancing his little heart out. He did not care what people thought, dude was living for the moment. A girl ended up next to him, laughed at him at first, then kept watching him, and eventually started dancing with him. I DK what happened after that, but they were two attractive young people, so I can't imagine they just left it at that.
This here is the answer. My life changed so much when I realized this. Go find something you are confident about in yourself. Make it a bigger part of you. Find more things about yourself you are confident in. Make them bigger parts of you. Remove the baggage holding you back till you are left with a version of yourself you are happy. This point confidence is second nature. Once you got that, the world really opens up.
I'm not denying that this might be true, but isn't it kind of sad, for women, that a major factor in attraction is something that is so easily faked by those that have nothing to back their confidence with?
Does being funny looking count as too?
How do you be funny?
That's it. The missing these years, and the answer was right in front of me.
Yeah, except women don't want to be approached by some random stranger.
I have a friend who is 300 pounds 50 plus years old, and young women come up to him unprovoked to flirt with him. It is amazing, really. He's always been like this. I wish I could explain it.
As someone who is tall and, physically, attractive, I find that it's the arrogant guys that get laid more often. Ya know, the ones who are overly confident to the point that they think the girl did herself a disservice if she rejects him. Tears of joy.
The irony of not letting your ego take over when you fail will help you get more women and thus giving your ego a boost.
I flirted with a girl a while back. I was enjoying myself enormously because she was fun to talk to. As she was single, I asked her out, only to be a week without seeing her, just to make sure I was gonna be okay, then went straight back to flirting as if nothing had changed. because casual flirting makes everyone have a nicer day, and she was still fun to talk a matter of weeks she asked me is not the only time this has happened to me, so I completely buy your point smiley face.
It takes practice to get numb to that are new to online dating or often devastated they were rejected by the one woman they messaged. A couple months later they've been rejected by a city of women and don't give a.
It's wild how it happens. It's why every guy says, hit the gym.
It's much sadder that those who have much more things going can't muster up the courage to speak and charm. What's the point of building yourself if you won't express it?
Trauma.
You either are or you aren't. Making people laugh is something some people just have. Certainly don't go around trying to be funny forcefully, as that usually shows and it's a huge turn off for most people. You certainly could watch a lot of stand-up or comedy movies and improve on your wittiness and delivery of a line. All genders generally want to be around fun and funny people because laughing is fun.
False. They may not want to be approached by you, but they definitely want to be approached by some people.